Okay, let's read this book of lacunas. 22. When Asclepius was heavy with so many bad things, he slipped off to sleep. Actually, this cum might go with a. So he went off to sleep when she, who had been repulsed or sent away, um, injured, you might want to say insulted or something, she, the maid, the whole face of him, she perfricated. She rubbed with a lot of soot. And there's other spellings of it, larger, etc. And something wasn't feeling. She painted his nudiplural lips and his shoulders and upper arms with sopinibus, which would be some other obscure thing. And now I even, by so many troubles, was fatigued. So one was feeling heavy with sleep, and the other guy was fatigued as well. As if with a taste of some drawn-in sleep. So he was fatigued, and he's had a minimum amount of sleep. He's had a taste of it, basically. The whole family, in those days, the family just means the slaves and servants, inside and outside, they had fecerated the same. Okay, so that's one of these things that involves like a lot of people, but it's just singular. And some people around the feet of the people who had been discomforting, remember the people who were dining, they were reclining at the table. So some of the family of the slaves were around their feet. They were lying sparse-eye, spread out. Others were leaning against the paradies, against the wall. And certain people were in the threshold itself. That's where they were remaining, with conjoined heads, like conjoined twins, just near each other, not actually joined. Quoque takes a word, so here it's taking lanterns. So lanterns also were defecting of moisture, they're running out of oil. And we have something new to here, a thin and extreme light, or the last bits of light. These lanterns were spargabutting, they were sprinkling a bit of light as in the dying of the lamp, when two Syrians about to pilfer entered the triclinium. And we have Laguna there and there, so we'll just get rid of one of them. Okay, the Syrians burst into the dining room, and while over the silver, rather greedily, they were brawling, they broke out the Laguna, or the urn or jar, which had been diductum, which had been brought out, obviously, to drink from, so they broke it. Okay, I can't find anything on sopinibus, it says, probably a corruption, something to do with sleep, possibly. Anyway, still don't know what that was. They fell even the table with the silver, because they were there, they pilfered the silver. It looks like they just broke an urn and knocked over the table. And the ancilla and something of the maid, who was over a couch, Marcentis, probably means she was thin or something, wasting away, something ex cussenda. So she was knocked out, her head was knocked out, or something did, and by chance, rather high, a poculum. Okay, so the table fell over, and a cup went rather high, and it hit her on the head, almost fregate, and almost broke it. Okay, ad quem ictum, to which striking of the head, that almost broke the head, Illa exclaimed. She gave a bit of a scream when she got knocked on the head. She woke up, and equally also the thieves that were produced by came into sight basically when she woke up, and part of the inebriated, this excited, so woke up part of the people who were sleeping. The Syrians, who had come to get some booty, after they understood themselves to be deprehended or caught, equally they fell down next to a second couch, as you would think this would be a convenient thing or a suitable thing to do, and they began to snore, just as if for some time, once upon a time in the past, they had been sleeping, so they wanted to pretend all along they were sleeping. Yam. So now also the guy in charge of the dining room, the triclinium's the dining room, he, singular, experctus, he woke up and he poured in oil to the dying lanterns. And these slave boys, I'm guessing, having deterred their eyes for a little bit, they're rubbing the sleep out of their eyes, they returned to their ministerium, their duties, when they entered a cymbalistria, a girl who beat cymbals, and the raspy brass, or the noise coming from these instruments, excited everyone. Okay, 23. Therefore, the convivium, this feasting party, was refectum, it was reinvigorated. And again, Quartilla recalled people to drinking. The cymbalistria, the cymbal girl, roused everyone, and this helped with the hilarity and the fun. They entered a gay homo dude again. We saw him the other day. He was insulsissimus of everyone, and clearly in this house he was fitting for it or worthy for it. Who he did a groaning as he cracked his hands together or clapped, and he funded a song of this nature or in this type. Okay, so here's the actual daily dictionary. Insulsissimus is a superlative. Got silly creatures, insipid, foolish, absurd. Comes from unsalted originally. Inept, awkward, even bungling even. Here's the verses. I might use some of the lobe for it. Huck, huck, come here, convene now. So all come together here, use Spadalonians, whatever. So they've been neutered and spayed. The lobe has flabby sodomites for the translation. Stretch out with your feet, give it some room, curse them. Planters aren't the bottom of your feet, it seems to be. Let your supple thighs fly aloft, the lobe has. Convolate means flying. Femur is one of the bones in your legs, so easy going with your legs, so everything seems to be about your feet and your thighs and your femurs. Clune, that's your butt cheeks, agile butt cheeks and purr cakes. Manu, we've got Manu here. So the lobe says, pert with wanton hands and nimble bums, soft soddies, old rakes, hand-gelded cockerels too. So this means being cut, so I guess they're getting the idea of they're gelded or neutered from being cut. That's in a capital D there. That's the castrated cockerels of Delos were famous apparently. So Veteras is old, moles is soft, etc. Probably Google that and find out exactly what it means. Okay, let's finish this up. With these verses he has consumed or complete. He was spitting out, kissing me very uncleanly. Soon over the bed or couch he came, and he uncovered it. Someone's recusing, so that would be him in the on the couch. He was fighting back or refusing with all his force. Over my groin for a long time, and a lot, he mulwitted in vain. There was flowing over his front or his forehead rivers of some gum-like sweat, and amongst the wrinkles of the cheeks, and between the wrinkles of the cheeks, which is, I don't think that's chalky, I think that's maybe it's from created or something. Such it was that you would think a wall detectum, so it means an uncovered wall. Like we've got peeling wall in the lobe, like a cloud of I guess that. So he's sweating a lot, like rivers. It's like coming from a cloud, I guess. He was labouring, you might want to say.